If you ever tried learning hiragana but forget everything the next day, you're not alone. Most methods out there don't teach you how to actually remember them in long term. You probably have seen the video of Jouzu Jules in which it teaches you how to remember hiragana in just 2 hours. Sounds amazing, right? Well, I tried this method and I was only able to memorize 6 characters, and I completely failed at this. And in my opinion, this method sucks. And then I searched for another method and I found a different method to learn hiragana which works quite well. And in today's video, I'll show you one of the best ways to learn hiragana. First, let's understand why Jouzu Jules' method didn't work for me. First, he says get a hiragana chart from Google and write down every hiragana character. This will help you to get familiar with script. And in my opinion, this thing works. It helps you to get familiar with the script. And then he said to download the app Hiragana Pro, and since I was learning Katakana, I downloaded the app Katakana Pro. And as he mentioned in the video, I did these apps while taking a dump. And then he said come next day and write down every hiragana character without any help. He said that you will be able to write most of the characters. And I, as you know, was only able to get 6 correct. I think this method didn't work for me because my memory is made. And for people whose memory is made, I think we need a different method that is made keeping in mind that our memory is mint. I think most of the people have made memories. Let's test it right now. Do you remember what you ate yesterday for breakfast? If you remember it, comment it down. But most of the people don't remember it, and that's how our memories are. While searching for this method, I was thinking how I learned hiragana. I know hiragana, so that method must be good. And I remembered that I used Duolingo for learning hiragana, but not normally. I learned only 4 characters per day, and every time I got a character wrong in Duolingo, I wrote it down. You can probably see in the images of my notebook.
Are you ready?
These pros have very bad interface. If you're thinking to using pros instead of Duolingo because pros are faster, I say that don't use them. These pros interface sucks. As soon as you open this app, you want to quit it. These pros have a very bad interface. Because it makes sense, right? Duolingo is a very big app. It has billions of dollars of funding. While pros, who knows who made that? Duolingo surpasses them. So please use Duolingo. And this took me almost 15 days to learn hiragana. And you may say it's very slow. And yeah, it is slow. I wanted to keep it slow because it's my bad habit that I quit learning things very early if I overwhelm myself. I did the same with reading books, playing chess, and meditation. I quit all of them because I overwhelmed myself. And I wanted that this time I must continue Japanese. So I made sure that I would only learn 20 minutes a day so that this habit stick. And I think this method needed a little modification because it was quite slow. It cannot sustain if it take 15 days to just learn hiragana. So this time I knew I wouldn't quit because I'm learning Japanese for quite a while. I learned 10 characters per day and it took me almost 5 days to learn all katakana. And I learned for 40 minutes a day, which is quite doable, right? You know why this method works quite well? Because in this method, whenever I get any character wrong, I write it down. And this is quite effective strategy because if you write something down, it increases retention by 70%, which is quite a lot. And you should also not overwhelm yourself by learning 20 characters per day because it will affect your retention. So stick to 10 characters and it will take you almost a week to learn. Since you are starting, you also have to make your learning fun by using some mnemonics so that it will be a little more simpler. Like she looks like a hook, you can remember it that way, and Tsu looks like a smile, like this. If we don't get every hiragana character right? Don't stress over it. You will witness hiragana over the time. It's very unlikely that you will forget hiragana. So if you're confused between any two characters like nu or mu, just skip them, take guesses. Eventually, it will get in your memory. The thing you have to stress about is katakana. I'm saying, if you don't review katakana, you will forget it. Katakana is rarely used. Like it's sometimes used, but most of the characters are never used and we forget it. It's not like for hiragana. You will face hiragana every day. It's very, very unlikely that you will forget hiragana. So just aim for 80-20 rule, get 80% of the characters right, and if you get 20% wrong, just move on for learning Japanese ahead. And now you know one of the best ways to learn hiragana. You also need some resources that will help you learning Japanese. So click on this video in which I rate every app for learning Japanese in just 4 minutes. And yeah, I will see you there.